Yes, let's start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. A warm good evening to each one of you and welcome to all of you in our happy-go-lucky community called Radio Diva, which started during first lockdown to create awareness. Where is it? I'm sorry, just to create a space and connect to reach out to everyone, and is dedicated to create awareness on mental health issues and self-growth topics. Also, we have fun sessions where we laugh, sing, and celebrate life. So if you like our content, motivate us and hit the like button and subscribe us. Follow the Radio Diva page on Instagram and Facebook. Now, let me introduce to you our host and host, Divya Shah. Divya is the founder of Happy Super Artist. She wears multiple hats and has worked with some of the biggest corporate giants like Tata, government ministries, and NGOs like Earthworm PSI. She's also a certified counselor in inner child healing, family constellation, and emotional freedom technique. She's also a creator of a social awareness platform called Radio Diva, which has brought together people from different walks of life to share their experiences. So here I am. It's a small, brief introduction, but Divya is an amazing personality. She creates a lot of happiness, and like Santa Claus जैसे सब बांटता है ना दुनिया में, वो उस तरह का है. So that's all I have to say, and I leave the rest on the other people. Maybe Jaya, she has to say something. Thank you all. Jaya, please share the link and all with everybody, whosoever is interested.
Thanks, Rupali, for introducing our host, the starter of this platform, Radio Diva, our Divya. And the topic she has chosen today is happiness. And we all know what she has in her mind related to happiness. She is, her attempt is to make a happy community. And she is doing a lot of work on this. And we have counselors and numerous programs, and she tries to create a platform where we can share our thoughts and feel comfortable with each other. And she's doing an amazing work. Divya, over to you to take this session.
Okay, great. So we have Neeta ji also, Sandeep also, Sonika also. Any of you will, Jyoti ji also, all the people who know me. Anybody else would like to add? And Rupali di and Jaya ji, you were both amazing. आप दोनों ने बहुत अच्छा बोला और काफी, it felt really good to be introduced in the show. Am I visible? मैं दिख रही हूँ. रूपाली दी जो आप दिल से बोले ना वो ज्यादा मजा आया सुन के. और मैंने हाँ अभी मैं दिखाई दे रही हूँ. Cool. So आज बहुत मस्त वाला गाना लगाया था. I think Neeta ji and everybody will agree. हम start जब किए थे रेडियो दीवा हम कितना गाना सुनते थे है ना. कितने गाने सुना करते थे. So everybody, a warm welcome to all of you, and thank you so much once again Rupali di, Jaya ji, for introducing me so well. आप लोगों ने इतने अच्छे से और प्यार से बोला. मैंने लास्ट मोमेंट आप दोनों को बोला कि क्या मुझे कोई इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकता है और आप दोनों ने happily you agreed, so thank you so much. It means a lot. Sandeep, you are with kids, perfectly fine, but I would love to hear from you. So today I'm going to talk about my favorite topic, that is happiness. So I have 3 little requests for each one of you. मुझे मोनोलॉग करना पसंद नहीं है. आप लोग सब जो मुझे जानते हो आपको पता है कि मुझे मोनोलॉग एकदम अच्छा नहीं लगता है. मुझे डायलॉग अच्छा लगता है. मुझे लगता है हम सब मिलके बात करें, डिस्कस करें. So I would really request each one of you, if you can also contribute wherever you can, or at least let the chat box buzzing. सब मिलके शेयर करते हैं. हो सकता है आप अग्री नहीं करो, हो सकता है आप अग्री करो, बट देयर इज नथिंग ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सही या मैं सही. कोई सारे सही हैं और सारे सब whoever shares is perfect. So there is no problem and nothing, like nobody is trying to be superior to anybody. And whatever I am sharing, it's my evolution, if it's my learning that I am sharing, and you might not agree to it, but you know what, one thing that I have learned doing Radio Diva for the last 2 years, let's agree to disagree. ये चीज शायद छोटे बच्चों को भी सिखाना चाहिए कि अगर कोई हमारे साथ अग्री नहीं करता है तब भी फाइन है. It's perfectly fine. Everybody need not agree with us, right? And first request is I want all of you to also share your experiences with me. Second little condition is, अगर कभी भी लगे कि मैं मुद्दे से इधर उधर जा रही हूँ या आप मुद्दे से इधर उधर जा रहे हो, तो let's get each other back. And third little condition is कि I will request all of you, please don't judge, because when we judge we stop our learning, right? So let's not judge each other, because we all are growing together. Let's share, let's be equal participants and no judging anybody, because कहते हैं ना, judge at your own peril. If we judge we become full cup, और full cup में कुछ भी डालो तो वो overflow हो रहा होता है, right? So this is little learning that I have, and I am very excited to share with all of you. So what is happiness? I mean, everybody is chasing happiness, either by career, either through through traveling, either vacations पे जाके खुशी मिलेगी, shopping पे जाके खुशी मिलेगी, or people are chasing happiness through various means. People are chasing happiness they're looking for happiness in people, they're looking for happiness in relationship, they are looking for happiness in things, in so many external factors. So what does happiness means to you? If all of you can put it in the chat box or unmute and share, it will be amazing, because I really want to know what you think about happiness. What is your feelings about happiness? Anybody? Happiness is spending time with family and friends. Absolutely, Satyendra ji, bang on. Anybody else? Doing what we love to do. Bilkul Satya Bachan. Anybody else who has
satisfaction we get from doing something for the society, or for some extending our helping hand?
Wow, that's beautiful, Jayaji. Absolutely. I think you are sharing what is one of my points, that when we have a purpose which is bigger than us, we become happy, or we are happy. Life is happiness. Absolutely, Parithi. Anybody else? Nikunj, Jay, anybody? I really, let's together explore इस पहेली को explore करते हैं. Happiness is paying gratitude. iPhone, is it Sonika? Okay, Nikunj says, state of mind when you feel this time should continue forever. हाँ, यानी कि कभी-कभी लगता है ना कि समय रुक जाता, घड़ियां रुक जाती. Helping others, I feel happy. Beautiful, Amita. Beautiful. I think, yes, Sonika, you want to say something?
Happiness for me is helping others, paying gratitude, and nowadays watching the sunset and the sunrise also.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's beautiful. हम सब ना, actually ना, as kids we were all happy. हम conditioning में ना करके रेस में चले गए, and we forgot being happy. Now basic human nature is happiness. I think when I put the message, Dr. Nachiketa Mishra had he sent me a personal message. The basic human nature is to be happy. हम अपने जर्नी में इतने कंडीशन हो गए कि we forgot the main reason of our existence and we found other ways of happiness. So let me share something with all of you today. I have a little PowerPoint which I want to share with all of you. This is something that I was preparing. Yeah, so here you can see, it's happiness is actually a choice. Right, it's a choice that we make every day, every moment. I was sharing with somebody that recently Mother's Day went and everybody had flooded the internet with all mother related messages, and I was also thinking of my mom. My mom is no more, but I for some time I thought of it, but then I felt ki let me change this emotion, because I don't want to spoil the mood for others. I want to be happy and I want to spread happiness. So I decided to change my thoughts. So this is something that we have to do on a daily basis. We have to change our thoughts and make happiness a choice. So here is Mogambo, who chose अब बताओ Mogambo का सबसे important pet dialogue क्या था? What was one dialogue that Mogambo always says?
Mogambo Kushua.
So no matter what he was planning, and he was having so many plans to finish the world and do this and do that, but one good thing that he did, he used to roll his hand like this. ना किसको किसको याद है कि वो कैसे करता था अपने हाथों को? ऐसे करता था अपने हाथों को और कहता था
fingers को करता 1 2 3 4 5 fingers. He used to tap the fingers on his seat,
like that.
Couch पे.
Mogambo खुश हुआ. So one thing he did was he chose happiness. He chose happiness over everything. And Jay is right. For some, happiness is good food. कुछ लोगों की खुशियों का रास्ता उनके पेट से जाता है. So अच्छा खाना मिल जाए and they are happy and sorted. For some people, friends mean happiness. For some people, shopping means happiness. For some people, going for vacations means happiness. But अब मैं आपको ना खतरनाक तरीके बताती हूँ जिसमें हमने खुशियां ढूंढना शुरू कर दिया है. एक तो शॉपिंग, we have our industry saying कि use this and you will be happier. The models predicting कि अगर आपने Fair and Lovely, of course Fair and Lovely is no more Fair and Lovely, it's something else ना, कुछ और ही ना. Warm hug is happiness, definitely. Glow and lovely. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the name also. So glow and lovely. तो ना ये खतरनाक तरीके एडवर्टाइजमेंट से आ गए कि अगर आप ये प्रोडक्ट यूज करते हो then you will be happy. And we forgot, as Paridhi writes, warm hug is happiness. I mean, the simple ways हम भूल गए. उससे भी खतरनाक रीजन बताऊं जिसमें we started looking for happiness. We started looking for happiness in social media. If we get this many likes, we are happy. If we have these many followers, we are happy. If we are loved in the virtual world, we are happy. So somewhere we lost the meaning of true happiness. कहीं ना कहीं जो सचमुच वाला खुशी का रीजन था ना, वो हमारा चला गया और कोई और ही रीजन बन गया. So here, now let's find out what are the stealers of happiness. ठीक है, हमारी खुशियां क्या चुराता है? Before we come to happiness, let's find out what steals our happiness. Okay, comparison steals our happiness. When we compare, I have a friend. Okay, she is a teacher in a village, in a town, Ranchi में है. She is there, and I remember we forgot each other's number. हम खो गया था number, and we connected after so many years. And I asked her, "Ki, how are you?" Though in the initial, she said ki she's very good and she's happy and everything. But after talking to her for 5 minutes, she said, "Look at your life. you made the right choices. You went to Delhi, and look at where I have landed. Look at where you are there. I see your social media and I feel so bad कि मैं कहाँ रह गई और तुम कहाँ चली गई. And I was like, oh God, she has the most supportive family. She has the, most supportive husband. She has amazing people in her life. Her in-laws take care of her kids. Everything is so good in her life, but she is, not happy. So I took some time and I explained her, you don't see how fat I am in my photographs. You don't see how many days I cry in my photographs. We all put our best foot forward in our photographs, but it's not that we are always like that. We are not always like that. So please, what you have, stop comparison, stop competition. Everybody has a different story. We compare between our friends also, we compare between our family members. Comparison is the biggest killer of relationship, of many things. In fact, stop unnecessary comparison. When two children of same parents can't be same, how do we expect people to behave or do same in the same way? So no competition, no comparison. Now third killer of happiness is लोग क्या कहेंगे. इस दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग मेरे बारे में क्या कहते हैं लोग. I think, ना दंगल देखा है ना सबने. मैं हमेशा एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ, बट आई एम हैप्पी टू गिव दिस एग्जाम्पल. दंगल में होता है ना कि those girls were running in shorts and people were talking about it. Then they got medals and then people were talking about it. So no matter what we do, people will talk. If we don't do anything, people will talk. If we do, people will talk. So let's avoid that. Let's not get too much into what people talk about us, because my principal taught me one important lesson in life very early. हम सबको please नहीं कर सकते हैं. We can't please everybody, right? So that's a futile attempt to do. So coming back to and what else? So expectation of self and others. We have too much of expectations. We see others doing well. We have expectation. Why can't we be like that? Too much of expectation from self and others also kills our happiness. Let's go slow. If somebody has the perfect body, it came in years. It's years of hard work. So if we are working on our body, it will take time. So no comparison, no over expectation, because that also will kill our happiness. If somebody rejected us, like if we wanted somebody as our friend or anybody rejected us, again it's okay. हमारे लाइफ में ना हर किसी का ना एक टाइम होता है, वो हमारे and then people move on, and it's perfectly fine to move on. You move on from people move on away from you, and that's perfectly fine. There's no harm. You can't have everybody always in your life. And even if you're far, you wish good for people. So it's like it's okay to be rejected. Okay, it's okay, it's fine if somebody rejected you. और कुछ नहीं तो हमें क्या चीज से प्रॉब्लम हो रही होती है, या हम अपनी खुशियों को कैसे सैक्रिफाइस करते हैं, पता है? हमें मौसम से प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. कितने लोगों को गर्मी में ज्यादा गर्मी और सर्दी में ज्यादा सर्दी लग रही होती है. You feel too hot कि भैया बहुत गर्मी है, and you feel too cold when it's winter. So we have problems with weather, we have problems with the traffic, we have problems with the network. यानी ढूंढ के ना कोई चीज लेके आते हैं कि इससे हमें प्रॉब्लम है. We put our happiness at stake every moment. We don't choose happiness, we choose the problem at every step. Unknowingly, knowingly, we do that. So I think that is something that we can avoid. These are happiness stealers. ना एक मैं हमेशा एक जया जी, नीता जी जो पुराने हैं, सोने का सबको पता होगा. I always sing this song ना, तू इस तरह से मेरी जिंदगी में शामिल है, जहाँ भी लगता है तेरी महफिल है. उसमें ना एक लाइन है कि ये आसमान, ये तार, ये हवा, ये रास्ते हवा, सब हर एक चीज है अपने जगह ठिकाने पे. बड़े दिनों से शिकायत नहीं ज़माने से. So I'm sorry, I didn't sing the entire thing. But the fact is, when you are happy, or if you are in love, if you are happy, you have less issues with everything. Why? Because your mental state is you are choosing happiness all the time. I mean, the song might not have that interpretation, but 2 years back when I heard this song, I took out, ना कहते हैं ना, जैसा जैसा आप चाहो वैसी चीजें दिखती है. तो मैंने इसका इंटरप्रिटेशन ये निकाला कि if we are happy, we don't see issues, and if we are not happy, we keep just looking at issues. So it's important that we choose happiness, because that, removes our issues big time. Okay, big time. खुश रहना को छोटी छोटी चीजों में खुशियां ढूंढो. Okay, can you all see my presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Jay, I think it was Jay, right? Thank you so much, Jay. So, these are the five things which I have done in my life last 8 years after leaving CN and IBN. It has been more of a work on myself. And these are the 5 things that I did. And I won't say I am always happy, but I'm mostly happy because of these 5 things. So first thing is working on self. How important it is to work on self. See, this is me as a 3-year-old, a happy child. So, as children, we are all happy. हम खुश रहते हैं. बच्चे टूटे हुए खिलौनों से भी खुश रहते हैं. They don't need everything perfect. They are just happy. The more we grow up, the more things we need, the more perfect things we need. So, as children, we always chose happiness. So let's get back to that children mode. And we grew up. See, I became a journalist. I got 2 international awards, and I was doing what I always wanted to do. I always had this bent of mind to help out people, and that became my profession, and that got me award also. But was I happy? Honestly speaking, as journalist, I got recognition. My office people would say good things about me, and I was doing good. But if you ask me, was I really happy? Honestly, I was not that happy. It's, I used to struggle with myself. I have shared with many of you. I used to get nervous with the mic in hand. I used to get anxious. I was worried all the time about my future. I was not a happy soul. I was doing everything that I wanted to do, but I was still not happy. I was struggling with myself. In last 8 years, like I did inner child work, and I got to know how, as I had this bus accident when I was 8 years old, and then how it affected me and gave me fear of stage, and how I, got into my cocoon, and I never came back to stage for so many years because I got so scared. I had this bus accident and I had pooped in my pant, and I always thought that my friends, will make fun of me. They are not happy that I'm alive, but they might be making fun of me that, such a big girl, she pooped, and nobody got to know about it. So I did inner child work, and I understood that yes, that 8-year-old girl lost her confidence in that accident. She just did not get a scar mark here. She also lost her confidence. So I worked on, on getting confidence back. I had hydrophobia. मैं 3 feet के पानी में भी डूब जाने वाला condition होता है मेरा. I learned swimming. I can now swim in sea also. I learned swimming. I killed my phobia. I had driving phobia. मुझे इतना डर लगता था. मैंने 2 बार driving school में सीखा. And my father taught me driving. Still, I couldn't drive because I had this fear that somebody will come in front of my car, or किसी को छोड़ गया तो मैं क्या करूँगी. And now I can drive. I can drive on highways. I can drive easily, comfortably. I always, I can, you make me walk from here to Delhi, I can do that. But I always thought I can never run. And I killed that fear, and now I can run. Though abhi surgery ke baad maine 2 kilometer daud paati hu, 3 kilometer, but now I am working towards my first marathon. So, I actually work on myself. मुझे नहीं पता होता है किसकी लाइफ में क्या हो रहा होता है, because I'm so busy killing, working on myself. And I think I have found my peace and happiness by working on myself and not putting my nose into everybody's life कि उसके लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, उसके लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है. मुझे लगता है मैं अपनी जिंदगी ठीक कर लूं, and I can be an example to my daughter. That will be more than enough. So I simply in plain simple language, I have made myself a mission, and I work on every fear of mine, everything, every limitation, self-imposed limitation that I have had ever in my life. I try and challenge myself and do something about it, rather than be that dog who, I'll tell you a story. So there was एक ना गांव में ना एक डॉग था. वो हर 10 मिनट्स में कू कू ऐसे करके आवाज करता था. हर 10 मिनट्स में वो आवाज निकालता था. तो लोगों को लगता था वो क्यों आवाज निकाल रहा है ऐसा. एक दिन ना एक बाहर से कोई आया तो पूछा कि क्या है रीजन कि वो ऐसे आवाज निकलता है. हर 15 मिनट्स या हाफ एन आवर में he would make a sound like कू कू like that. So there was a then this man who had come from outside, he asked this person, पंचायत के जो बंदे हैं उनसे, कि ये आवाजें क्यों निकाल रहा होता है. तो उस बंदे ने उसको बोला कि basically he is sitting on a nail, and that nail, whenever it pricks him, he takes out that sound. So इतना nail sharp नहीं है कि उसके आवाज निकलेगी, पर उसका blood निकलेगा, but it's sharp enough to prick him. So he would make that sound. So many of us, we have so many issues, but instead of dealing with it, we sit over it. Like I sat over so many of my issues for so long, and it did not make me a happy person. But I chose to do something about it. I made myself a mission. And now I think I have somewhat, it makes me happy कि I will not die with limitations. I am working on it. I'm a work in progress. कहते हैं ना ठहरे हुए पानी में भी बदबू आने लगती है. So you have to be flowing water. You have to keep working on yourself. Okay, so now this is me who is truly comfortable with myself. I'm truly happy because I am very much comfortable by what I am. मैं perfect नहीं हूँ, but कोशिश कर रही हूँ कि मैं perfectly खुश रहूँ. I have my own moments of sorrows. ऐसा नहीं है, I have my lows, but at least I try to be happy. So you have to decide which one you want to be in this picture. It's self-explanatory, so I don't have to say anything about it. Now here comes my second thing that I want to tell all of you that I did, which helped me become happier. I really work on my relationship. And why I want all of you to work on your relationship is because there was a study which started in 1930, and almost 700 children were collected, were biographed for this study. And then they started studying them every 5 years, every 10 years, and they found out that good relationship, meaningful relationship, is one of the ways we can live longer, and we are healthier when we cultivate meaningful relationships. And it's not only spouse relationship, it's not only parents relationship, it's not only relationship with children, but cultivate meaningful relationship with everyone you meet. It's okay to disagree with people, but work on your relationship, invest in your relationship, because ultimately when we are growing older, this is what we will cherish most in our life, when we have good people in our life, when we have meaningful relationships in our life. Okay, so This is very important. So many of us hold on to grudges, but we have to realize that it does more damage. So sometimes we have to let go of ego, of grudges. Ego का full form क्या होता है पता है? Edge got out. जब हम यानी अपने जिंदगी से भगवान को दूर करते हैं, अगर हम ईगो रखते हैं तो let's let go. And sometimes we have to do the painful decision of letting go of people also. But if you think that you are not growing, and that person is also not, if the things, if your soul is not comfortable with a person, then it's perfectly fine to make distance with a person, and there is no harm in it. But ultimately you also should wish good for the person, and the basic respect, love should be there. But the most important way of having great relationship is, this is one Maya Angelou quote that stays with me always. People will forget what we said to them, people will forget what we did, but people will never ever forget how we make them feel. I like to make people feel special. I always do. And people say it might be flattering, it might be buttering people. I don't take it like that. I like doing it because it makes me feel good. And this is one of the way to, build great relationships, make everybody feel special. Whomever you meet, make everybody feel special. Now, the third thing is that take responsibility of your decisions. Whatever we do, let's take responsibility of our decisions. जब हम दूसरों पे blame करते हैं या दूसरों पे डाल देते हैं ना, तो we invite unhappiness for that person also, and sorrow for that person also, and for us also. So let's take responsibility. How many of you remember this movie scene which I just showed from Jab We Met? Anybody remembers the dialogue that was happening between Shahid Kapoor and Kareena Kapoor at that point? So basically she was going to run away, and she was on the वो छत पे थे क्योंकि वो वेट कर रहे थे कि उनके जो relatives है वो चले जाएंगे. And then there is a conversation that happens between both of them, and that's a beautiful conversation. That girl and that boy, Shahid Kapoor पूछता है कि तुम क्यों भाग रही हो? The family loves you so much. And she says ki, I have one thing in my life, that whatever decision I take, it's my responsibility. मैं कभी किसी को blame नहीं करूंगी कि भैया तुम्हारे वजह से मेरी जिंदगी खराब हो गई. So I think taking responsibility of our decisions is the most important thing we can do. Then we will never be blaming others for our sorrows. Then we will be taking responsibility ki I decided to take take responsibility of my decisions, and whether I'm happy, unhappy, it's my choice. Then we choose this, right? Okay, so 2 more points to go. Now, fourth thing is, let's find a purpose. I think, it's a very important thing. When we think beyond ourselves, our family, my life, my family, मेरे आसपास के लोग, मेरे रिश्तेदार, इन सब से जब हम थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठ के किसी और के लिए जब हम सोचना शुरू करते हैं, या एक पर्पस हमें मिल जाता है ना, लाइफ बहुत ब्यूटीफुल हो जाती है, बिकॉज छोटे छोटे चीज हमें अफेक्ट नहीं करते हैं. Let's find a purpose. If you can lay down at night knowing in your heart that you made someone's day just a little better, you had a good day. So basically it gives you so much of satisfaction. अभी कोई starting में भी कह रहा था कि मुझे किसी को help करके बहुत अच्छा लगता है. मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ ना कि आप ना शॉपिंग पे जाओ, आपको आधे दिन के लिए अच्छा लगेगा. आप अच्छा खाना खाओ, आपको 1 घंटे के लिए अच्छा लगेगा. आप किसी से मिल लो, आपको 1 दिन के लिए अच्छा लगेगा. आप वेकेशन पे चले जाओ, you will feel happy for 15 days. But if you do something for somebody, trust me, it will give you a happiness, a happy feeling for the rest of your life. Every time you think about it, it will bring a different kind of happiness in your heart, in your soul. That is a different level of happiness. So, I started Radio Diva. It started in slow कि ठीक है आवाज तुम्हारी अच्छी है, स्टार्ट रेडियो यानी तुम कुछ करो. तो मैंने लॉकडाउन का टाइम था, पर मैं अभी तक आई एम स्टिल डूइंग इट because somewhere it gave me a purpose which is bigger than myself. I feel if right kind of awareness reaches out to the person who needs it, it will be so amazing. And I remember when initial days my daughter would say कि क्या करते रहते हो मम्मा आप रेडियो डीवा ना, you are always busy. My husband said one thing which I never forget. He said, what I do it for three of us. What mama does, she is trying to bring a smile on others face. यानी मेरे जैसा खड़ूस को भी हंसा देती हो तुम, तो it means you are at, you are doing something good. So I think that it gives me, I know it's a very small thing, मेरे effort लगता है और कुछ नहीं लगता, लेकिन मुझे ये करके बहुत खुशी होती है और मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगता है कि I want to take it far and wide. I want to make a difference in people's heart. कई बार ना पता है लोगों को और कुछ नहीं चाहिए होता है, it's just the getting the right answers for their questions is what they need. And if Radio Diva can do that, if it can be a platform where people can share their life without any inhibition, without the fear of being judged, I feel my purpose is solved. So Radio Diva has given me the purpose. And last, what somebody was also sharing in the chat box, count your blessings. I think this is one thing that I really believe in. It is not happy people who are grateful. It is grateful people who are happy. I pay so much of gratitude every day for each one of you. I pay. So, after paying gratitude, my life has changed 360 degree. I can comfortably say, gratitude is the biggest multiplier. अगर मुझे लगता है कि बचपन में मुझे पता होता ना तो मैं कहाँ होती, हमेशा ऐसा सोचती हूँ. So look at what is good in your life rather than what is not. We always have our option of looking at the bright side. So let's choose to look at what is there rather than cribbing and crying about what is not there. Because crying, मेरे principal कह देते हैं या तो बदल दो या ना cribbing crying छोड़ दो. So let's not. So I want all of you, if in the chat box, if in your journal, if you write diary, today write 5 things why you choose happiness. Agar chat box mein likhna chahte ho to I'll be very happy. I choose happiness because I want you to write 5 things that make you happy. Okay, so these are my 5 ways which I have tried to inculcate in my life in last 8 years of working on myself. These are the 8 things that I have tried to bring in my life so that I can be happy. It might, you might have a different list altogether. So, make your own list. But yes, I just wanted to share my mantras of happiness. And here I want to share a video with all of you.
Celebration of...
Is it audible? Rupali di, ek baar bolna.
Celebration of your blessings is happiness.
Yes, you are very much.
The more and more I say.
This video is audible, na?
Which
audible
one?
Audible, Divya.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Celebration of your blessings is happiness. The more and more I celebrate what I have in life, the manifestation of that is happiness. Man had called for a party and everybody had come and everybody were dancing and there was absolute excitement in the air and nobody knew for what this party was called. He called, so they all came and he looks the happiest person there. And he is enjoying, he is freaking out. So one person took a lot of hesitation and finally went, is there any purpose behind this party? Yeah, you didn't know that? Morning, my Mercedes Benz met with a very bad accident. And it's completely damaged. Everybody stopped dancing. What? Mercedes Benz met with an accident, you called for a party. He said, nothing happened to the driver. I was driving. And the man paused for a moment and said, the Mercedes Benz is gone and with money I will buy 10 more Mercedes Benz in my lifetime. But if my little finger is gone, Nothing happened to the driver. And he told, friends, let's understand whether it is a 60 rupee toy car or a 60 lakh Mercedes Benz, what money can buy is called a toy. It's only a toy. And you should understand this. Rolls Royce is a 4 crore toy. Give it rightful place. Then you will enjoy. Otherwise you will not enjoy. Some of these buggers, have you seen? They will not remove the plastic cover from the seat at all. Mahathir, but seat will get dirty. I'm saying I'll give you a better suggestion. You make a plastic cover, cover yourself. Go everywhere inside the plastic cover. It's a toy. The more and more you learn to celebrate what you have in life, it's called happiness. Happiness is celebration of blessings in life.
So, you know what? That video was amazing. I'm sure all of you loved it. So, where do we find happiness? I have been searching it everywhere. So, we all create our happiness. हम अपने जो अंदर की दुनिया बनाते हैं ना, वो हमारे happiness define करती है. And this is a rough diagram that I made. I hope all of you are able to see. So basically, when we are small, we are always happy. The moment we hit the teen, we start worrying for our career, our future. Then we get married, our first love. So we have happiness is basically like going like waves. जब अच्छा टाइम हमेशा के लिए नहीं रहता है, तो बुरा टाइम भी नहीं रहेगा. Let's maintain happiness always. Because we will have our moments of sorrows, but it's okay, we will bounce back. The idea is to bounce back and not make it prolonged. उसको लंबा नहीं करना है, उसको छोटा करना है. हर चीज को छोटा करना सीखेंगे तो वो छोटा हो जाएगा. अभी ये this is the last thing. Happiness is a choice. Let's choose it. And this is my contact details, but all of you have it. I'd request all of you who can forward it to others, please do it. And this is a little poem that I found. Art of Living के एक टीचर हैं जो नीता जी के गुरु हैं, और उन्होंने ये राइम बोला था. And it's a beautiful rhyme कि happiness अभी में है, जो आज भी है ना, वो भी it will become, the present will also become past very soon. So the time to be happy is right now. So I'll request all of you, can you all unmute and sing with me this song? This is the last slide that I want to show all of you. So I'll request all of you, if you can unmute with me and let's sing right now. बच्चे बन जाते हैं क्योंकि बच्चे हर वक्त खुश रहते हैं. हमें भी बच्चा बनना है. बेसुरा ही सही मिलके गाते हैं. So everybody ready for this song, this rhyme? It's a nursery rhyme, but it's perfect.
Class.
Now and
शुरू करें.
happy there.
हाँ, let's start. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, let's
Time
start.
to be
Time to
happy
be happy
and the
is
place to be happy is here.
and the place
Nice to be happy
And
is
the way to be
here.
happy is to make
and the way
someone
Way
happy.
to be happy is to make someone happy.
Heaven right
Have a
here.
little heaven right here.
To have a little heaven right here.
heaven right here. The time to be happy
Happy
is
is
now.
now. And the
Place
place
to be happy is here.
here.
And the way
way
to be happy
is to make someone happy.
happy. To have a little heaven right here. Thank you everybody. It's so beautiful. आप सब बहुत मस्त हो यार. So इतना ही बोलना था. It's ये last 7-8 years में जो भी whatever self introspection I did, these are the 5 ways I have found my happiness. And I'm sure you will all create your own ways of finding happiness. But ये है कि we have to make it. Nobody else can give us happiness. जो लोग जॉब में है ना, वो समझते हैं ना वो वेरिएबल और कांस्टेंट. तो ये कांस्टेंट रीजंस हैं हैप्पीनेस के. और वेरिएबल रीजंस हमें नहीं चाहिए, यानी हमें उस पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं होना है, हमें खुश रहना है. So okay, so I think iPhone, what is your name? I really need to know. Somebody has written, oh, thank you so much for writing all the reasons. I chose happiness because it gives purpose to others to be happy. I choose happiness because it gives more reasons to be thankful, grateful, and blessed. I choose happiness because it gives me strength. I choose happiness because it helps me in achieving my goals. I chose happiness because indirectly or indirectly it gives me more happiness. So beautiful. Thank you so much. I choose, Sangeeta ji is saying, I choose happiness as it's from within me. It's my inner transformation which helps me grow and makes me feel lighter. So that's so beautiful. You know, when we find happiness from inside, then we don't look at any external फैक्टर कि भाई ये मिल जाए तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा, ये चला जाए लाइफ से तब मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा, कुछ दिन बाद वो हो रहा होता है. I mean, I'm just kidding, but the fact is that when we look for happiness in others, in things, in places, it will not come. It will come only when we look at it from inside. Right, I think this much. इतना ही बोलना था और कुछ नहीं.
I also have a poem to share, which we used to sing in KG, nursery and KG.
Please go ahead, and if you can switch on your camera, it will be wonderful.
I'm sorry for that, but okay, I'll try. Just wait, please.
यानी चेहरा भी दिख जाएगा.
Actually, I was in the kitchen. Just wait.
No, it's perfectly fine. So anybody wants to say anything? Neeta ji, आज हैं बहुत दिनों के बाद. Anybody?
Well, you've covered, I think, all the crucial points. I just want to add one thing which made a huge difference to me. और ये बेटी फोर्ड ने या किसी ने कहा था, बट मैं कभी नहीं ना याद रखती, ना मेरे लिए मायने होता है किसने कहा, मेरे लिए मायने होता है क्या कहा. She said that, you know, without your permission, no one can make you unhappy. No one can make you happy. ये अंदर की बात है. You choose. And I'll give you one example जो सबको पता है, because Radio Diva is my family. It's close to almost 2 years, you know, when I lost my father. And during the first wave of COVID, he was hospitalized thrice. And he was almost 90 years old. और जब गए तो हर कोई कोविड हुआ था. मैंने कहा ईश्वर का कृपा है कि नहीं, कोविड नहीं हुआ था. तो हमने अगर एक तरफ शोक मनाया, दूसरी तरफ हमने सेलिब्रेट किया कि he didn't go off COVID because he was petrified. उन दिनों एक कमरा में डाल देते थे, isolated. And Divya, 89 years पहले उनका जीवन का गाथा लिख दिया गया था. He was so keen to study. उनके फादर जो स्कूल टीचर थे, उन्होंने कहा चल 1 साल ज्यादा लिखा के उनको एडमिट करा दिया. उसका फायदा पता है क्या हुआ? उस 1 साल की वजह से 89 थे, but officially 90 years के थे. We got to celebrate his birthday. So you know, जब कोई मेरे से पूछता था, अपने आप से मेरे अंदर से निकला, I'm coping through tears and smiles. So, you know, honestly, look at what you have. Look at the silver lining. I'm doing a program on another forum. I'll share with Divya if she wants to share. और सब बोले कि क्या? मैंने कहा सब आना ना, सुनना कम और शेयर ज्यादा करना. Right? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neeta ji. That was beautiful. Anybody else? Yes, Sonika, you're ready.
Yeah.
Please go.
Hi. The poem is all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wide and wonderful, the good God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. He gave us eyes to see them and lips that we might tell how great is God Almighty. He made all things so well. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Sonika. बहुत ही अच्छा था.
Yeah, I remember it,
And when we all became kids, it's so much amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thanks for such happiness. And I'd like to share one thing more. कि जो हमारे डेरी संघा की जो मोनिशा है ना, you must be knowing, she's keeping unwell na, like she used to go for her chemo and all, so she was feeling very low and very, today, and उसको बहुत weakness है बहुत दिनों से. तो and she's a great follower of Guruji, if you know जय गुरुजी ना, जो बड़ा मंदिर है छतरपुर में. तो and she every time goes for a langar over there, but अभी उनको इतनी weakness है कि वो नहीं जा पाई. तो she was like in the morning she was saying कि भाई ऐसा हो जाए कि गुरुजी लंगर भिजवा दें. तो I had that urge कि यार I should do something for her. So I said कि okay, let me try. So since morning I was trying that. I called my cousin, then one of my friends, and उसके बाद then I called my husband कि उनके जो 50 number जो घारी बावली वाले हैं ना, they also have they are also the followers of Guruji. तो फिर उनको बोला कि please इनके घर पे आप please लंगर भिजवा दो. So he talked to his wife, then to another sevadar over there, and right now I received the message with the pic of the langar that has reached her home, and she's so happy to have it. Abhi 10 o'clock पहुंचा है, and they have said for another 3 days the langar will reach her house.
Wow, such a small thing, but
it's such a big thing. It's not small. It's such a, it's giving me so much happiness, and she was literally crying.
It is, for you, like you did it because you wanted to, but for her it will be so big.
I really wanted कि बहुत दिनों से she was saying that she is feeling so low and weakness.
It actually makes you feel very good when you do. एक छोटा सा भी हम किसी के लिए कुछ करते हैं ना, बहुत खुशी मिलती है. No doubt.
My heart is so, इतना सुबह से I was praying कि please उनके पास लंगर पहुंच जाए, उनके पास लंगर प्रसाद पहुंच जाए, so that she is contented that now she has to go for her chemo on Saturday. So I'm really overwhelmed.
Thank you so much for that beautiful sharing, Sonika. We all are feeling very good about it. Thank you so
Thank you. Okay. Good night. Bye.
Good night. So anybody else who wants to share, or we call it a day?
दिव्या, अगर मैं किसी का चांस नहीं ले रही तो जय गुरु जी पे मेरे बहुत प्यारे दोस्त ने, who's like my soulmate, he told me उसके लिए निकलना बड़ा मुश्किल है because बुजुर्ग माँ है and he's single. तो वो अपने नेफ्यू के साथ प्लान किया था कि जाएंगे जलंधर या शायद जलंधर, जहाँ गुरुजी का बर्थ स्थान वगैरह है. तो प्लान
डुगरी
जी उसने बताया था, बट मुझे याद नहीं था, तो मैं गलत नहीं बोलना चाहती थी. यस. तो नेफ्यू बैंकर है, तो वो पहले ही पहुंच गया और दरवाजा बंद था क्योंकि संडे को ही होता है वगैरह वगैरह. कोई बुजुर्ग खड़े थे तो वो आए, बोले हाँ बेटा, कहते हैं मैं तो बठिंडा से आया हूँ और मैं तो दर्शन करना चाहता था. तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं, ये तो नहीं खुला है आज. कहते हैं ठहरो तुम. दिव्या, ही वेंट इनसाइड और 2 तस्वीरें लाए, जिसका भी कोई टर्म है ये कहते हैं, मुझे नहीं याद रहा. तो 2 तस्वीरें दी. वो मेरे को इतना गदगद हो रहा हूँ, मैं कभी उसको ऐसा इमोशनल नहीं देखती हूँ. कहता है यू नो व्हाट हैपेंड, मेरे घर गुरुजी अपने आप से ही पहुंच गए. तो कितनी बार हम सुनते हैं ना, विश्वास नहीं करते. जब हम ठान लें सच्चे मन से, पूरी कायनात लग जाती है उसको सफल करने में, उसको सच करने में. ये बड़ा सच है. और ऋषि जी जिनका नाम लिया था, वो राइम करी, ऋषि नित्य प्रज्ञ, ही चेंज माई लाइफ. आज मैं जो हूँ, मेरा दूसरा जन्म हुआ है. पता है क्या कहते थे दिव्या? आंखों में आंसू टप टप टप. कहते थे यार, भिखारी बनना है तो उनसे मांगो. He meant the Lord. कहता है हम यहाँ, कहते हैं हम एक दूसरे से भिखारी बने हुए हैं. अरे मेरी लॉटरी निकला है. अरे कहते हैं ऊपर वाले पे छोड़ो तो सही, he'll give you छप्पर फाड़ के। मैं लिविंग एग्जाम्पल हूँ, मुझे कोई विश्वास नहीं था, मुझे सिर्फ कर्म में था। आज आई एम नॉट द डूअर। कैसे मैं दिव्या से मिली, कैसे मैं रेडियो दीवा, कैसे इसने पकड़ के गर्दन से पहला वेबिनार, मैंने कहा बुलवा ले यार, वीडियो मत ऑन करा, याद है दिव्या? So we are not the doers, just surrender. It is sweet surrender.
Absolutely, Neeta ji, very
Sweet
true.
surrender करके तो देखो ना यार। और इन्हीं ऋषि जी ने कहा था, कहते हैं कितने लोग शर्म खाते हैं पैर छूने से, झुकने से। कहते हैं कि झुकते हो, ईगो वहीं खत्म हो जाती है और तुम आशीर्वाद लेते हो। तो मेरे फादर को अच्छा नहीं लगता था कोई करे, इवन आवर डॉटर इन लॉ। मैं बोली, मैंने कहा पापा शी नीड्स योर ब्लेसिंग्स। दिव्या उसके बाद कभी नहीं रोका पापा ने, राइट?
Very true, very true. Thank
ये
you
सेशन
so
बड़े
much,
इम्पोर्टेंट
Neeta
हैं,
ji,
यू नो, इतना शेयरिंग करने को मिलता है।
for the
Thank you.
beautiful sharing. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Neeta
Thank
ji.
you.
And thank you so much everybody. You know, मैंने जो भी शेयर किया वो मेरी फीलिंग्स थी. Anybody else wants to come forward? Let's have sharing and then we call it a day. We have gone way beyond time. Anybody else? Yes, Sangeeta ji, please go ahead.
हाँ, सो पहले तो मैं आपको बहुत बहुत थैंक यू बोलना चाहती हूँ कि आपने मुझे पर्सनली वो अपना भेजा लिंक. इट इज अ ब्यूटीफुल शेयरिंग बाय यू and lovely fundamentals, the 5 fundamentals of happiness, real teaching. और आज मैं आपको एक इंसिडेंट बताती हूँ बहुत quickly. My lady who was coming to cook because I didn't have anybody. तो आई तो उसको शुरू में इस तरह का खाना मेरे प्रोटोकॉल का उसको नहीं आता था. तो कहती थी कैसे बनाऊंगी, तेल के बिना नहीं आता, अच्छा नहीं बनता, मुझे नहीं आता. After about 10 days, she learned and she presented the food. And I went and just got up before eating. I paid gratitude, from my heart to her. And with the same loving heart, I went and I hugged her in the kitchen. And she was surprised, that she's just come forward and hugged me. And that brought about such a change in her. That पहले वो बहुत बोलती थी काम करते हुए, she used to grumble also and all. But that day onwards, I noticed she softened up. So I think personally, everybody is looking for some love and happiness and gratitude. And
I totally agree. Totally agree. That's the beautiful sharing, Sangeeta ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. We have gone way beyond time, but thank you so much. I mean, it was such a beautiful session. Yes, Satendra ji, you want to share something like quick one? We have gone way beyond time. Yes, Satendra ji, please go ahead.
So how much time we have? How many minutes?
We are done. हमें खत्म करना था 5 मिनट पहले. Please share. I don't want to stop you from sharing, but just keep it brief.
मैं उन्होंने बोला कि हैप्पीनेस पे ये आपका सेशन है, तो मुझे जो महसूस होता है कि एक्चुअल हैप्पीनेस है क्या, वो मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहती हूँ. जैसे लोग बोलते हैं ना कि बहुत ये मिल जाए, वो मिल जाए, हम खुश हो जाएंगे, बहुत खुश हो जाएंगे. अगर मुझे भी 1 लाख का भी लहंगा मिल जाए और वो मुझे पहना के खूब सुंदर तैयार करके मुझे इस रूम में बंद कर दिया जाए 1 दिन तक के लिए, तो मैं हैप्पी नहीं हो सकती. मैं हैप्पी तब होंगी जब मेरे अपने जो है या कोई भी इंसान मुझे देखेगा, अप्रिशिएट करेगा. तो ये जो अनएक्सपेक्टेड चीज होती है, तो खुशी ना वो इंसानों से ही होती है, चीजों से नहीं होती है. मुझे मतलब मेरा एक आज तक का सबसे 2 प्रीशियस गिफ्ट्स मुझे मिले सरप्राइजिंगली, और मेरे आज तक के वो सबसे प्रीशियस गिफ्ट्स हैं. उन्होंने मुझे बहुत खुशी दी. एक्चुअली मैं मंदिर जाती थी रोज सुबह, तो मैं वहाँ पे देखती थी कि आंटी एक अच्छी कंडीशन में नहीं थी, वो एक बेंच पे बैठी रहती थी. वो बैगर नहीं थी, बैगर वहाँ पे दूसरी लाइन में रहते थे और वो बहुत मांगते भी थे और वो उसका मिसयूज भी करते थे. तो मैं कभी भी बैगर्स को नहीं देती हूँ, पैसे तो बिल्कुल नहीं देती हूँ. तो वो आंटी किसी से मांगती भी नहीं थी और बैठी रहती थी और मुझे उनकी हालत ठीक नहीं लगी.
तो मेरी हिम्मत भी नहीं हुई पूछने की। 2-3 दिन में मैंने देखा कि कोई इनको कुछ दे भी नहीं रहा है, किसी से मांग भी नहीं रही, हाउ शी इज सर्वाइविंग। तो मैंने उनको पूछ लिया कि आंटी आपको भूख लगी है क्या? बोली हाँ लगी तो है। तो मैंने उनको, जैसे यहाँ वड़ा पाव फेमस है, तो मैंने फटाक से उनको वड़ा पाव ला के दिया। एंड वो बोले मैं इधर ही रहती हूँ। जो भी उनका स्टोरी था वो बताने का भी टाइम नहीं है। तो मैंने क्या स्टार्ट किया, मैं डेली मंदिर जाती थी, तो मैं डेली जब टिफिन बनाती थी सुबह इनके लिए, तो मैं डेली उनके लिए भी टिफिन बना देती थी, और फ्रेश टिफिन इनके जैसा ही मैं उनके लिए भी पैक कर लेती थी, उनको रोज जाके देती थी। और जब तक मेरी मंदिर में पूजा वूजा होती थी ना, वो टिफिन खाती थी और मुझे रिटर्न। करीब 6-7 महीने तक चला। तो उनकी आंखों में जो खुशी होती थी ना मुझे देख के, तो एक दिन क्या हुआ, वो मेरा इंतजार कर रही थी और डेफिनेटली वो करती थी। लेकिन उस दिन उन्होंने क्या किया, क्योंकि वो साईं बाबा का मंदिर था, तो किसी ने उनको ना फूल दिया होगा, उन्होंने रख लिया। तो वो मैं जैसे ही गई ना, क्योंकि वो मराठी लोग बालों में फूल लगाते हैं, अच्छा मानते हैं, तो वो बोली जल्दी से अपने, उन्होंने थैले में से निकाला और मुझे बोला कि ये फूल मैंने तुम्हारे लिए रखा, तुम लगाओ बहुत अच्छा लगेगा। मैं बोली मैं नहीं लगाती हूँ बालों में फूल कभी। बोली नहीं नहीं लगाओ, बहुत अच्छा होता है, लगाओ। तो मैंने बोला आप भी लगा दीजिए। मैं बता नहीं सकती कि मैं कितनी खुश थी। उन आंटी ने खुद मेरे बालों में वो फूल लगाया और इतना बड़ा गिफ्ट था वो मेरे लिए कि पूछो मत। मैं बहुत खुश थी और वो आंटी भी बहुत, मतलब
इसीलिए
मैं
ना
बता
आई
नहीं
थिंक
सकती
ना
वो कितने का फूल था।
इसलिए आई थिंक कहते हैं ना कि छोटी छोटी चीजें हमें खुशियां देती हैं. वी रियली डोंट नीड एनीथिंग बिग फॉर हैप्पीनेस. एंड थैंक यू सो मच,
बहुत
संगीता जी, आपने जो लिखा, थैंक यू सो मच. आपने बहुत प्यारा शेयर किया रश्मि, बहुत ही स्वीट था. एंड एक्चुअली ना छोटे छोटे चीज, कोई ना किसी को बड़ा कोई गिफ्ट नहीं चाहिए होता है. फ्लावर किसी को गिफ्ट दे देता है, आप अपने घर से कुछ बना के ला दो, वो किसी को खुशी दे देती है. So we really don't need big things to get happy. Let's look for small things to become happy, because यही है, बस यही है. Thank you so much everybody for making this session so memorable by your sharings, and I'm so happy we did this today. And I think we should have more sessions of such sharings, such happiness, because this puts our faith back. Yes, we are going the right way. Thank you so much everybody for joining.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Divya. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Divya. Loads of love to you. And
good night.
Be happy. Don't worry, everybody. Be happy. Don't worry. Remember that?